Welcome everybody to BigGunner81 Live, presented by Applied Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks, BAT Arms, The Range at 355, Eggleston Munitions, Spencer Precision, and also Renegade Ammunition. So welcome everybody. Tonight we just got a little small crowd in the house tonight. Basically, we got Laura here with us today because we're going to be talking about some stuff with her as well.
Hey everyone.
We won't jump into that just yet, but go ahead and introduce everybody. We got Anthony, who is Nub Gunner on Instagram. Going to be checking out your Instagram here pretty soon. So welcome, Anthony. Thanks for being with us.
It's Anson, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard you. I thought it was Anthony.
It's Anson, yeah.
Anthony. Okay. Apologize.
No worries.
One thing you'll find out about this show, I mess up everybody's names at least the first few times. Whether it's a company name or someone's name, I'm horrible with it. So
Recently got mine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Usually just goes with babe.
Yeah, that makes it easier to remember. There you go. So, and we also got Michelle as well here with us. Welcome.
Hey.
So, just real briefly, what is it that you do? You have like a boutique for concealed carry and stuff? I'm not sure.
Yes, I am in Southern Alabama, and I have a boutique, and we specialize in concealed carry apparel and accessories. About 75% of what we have is geared just towards women to help them find what works for their bodies and their firearms. And then we have another 25, 30% for you guys. I try to keep some things that you don't find at the big box stores and unique items to help you get that custom concealed carry fit.
Okay, cool. We'll talk a little more about that shortly. And of course, we got Corey in the house with us tonight as well. Welcome,
What's up,
Corey.
guys?
Southern style beards.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing it. Eventually, I'll get it.
Hey, I mean, it just takes time. So,
So yeah, welcome. I appreciate having you back.
yeah, always.
So I know tonight we're going to talk a little bit. Like Laura just picked up her first gun. It's kind of the title of the show.
I did.
So let's talk. Don't put it in my face again. Of course, I know it's unloaded. We went through that already. Check. But anyhow,
Got a Smith & Wesson.
well, first let's tell them, how did you go through the process of selecting your first pistol?
Yes, let's hear. I'd like to hear. I'm interested in the process. I have a lot of ladies that ask about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. We went to SHOT Show in January.
And show also.
And NRA show, but at SHOT Show we did the
range day.
The range day, and at range day I tested out a Springfield Armory pistol. I don't even the EMP4.
Yep,
I think it was concealed, the contour one, and I really liked it. And I was set on that. I wanted to get that. That would be my first pistol purchase. And then I looked at the price tag. I was like,
right,
maybe later. And so I was just shooting Rick's guns. And for target practice, and then just this past week we went to the local range here, and point blank range in Matthews, and I tested out a few of their pistols that were for rent there. Let's see, what did I test out?
Let's see if you can remember all the names off the top of your head. You picked it all on your own, actually. So
well, okay, the first one I tested was Springfield Armory XDM, and
So
I like that one.
I'm sorry, that's the 40 millimeter?
No, 9mm.
The 9, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew I wanted a 9, but
Okay.
so I tested that out and I really liked it. I thought, okay, if I can't get the EMP4 because of the price, then I'll do the. To me, it was the next best thing for me. And then,
you gotta keep in mind too, the MP4 is not a competition.
That's true.
So it's kind of like two different things.
Yeah.
So like you're looking at a pistol purchase, basically, getting something to start out with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's the other thing I did mention to the guys that work there that I was looking for something to possibly use for competition because I want to try and do some competition soon. And so they suggested that one, the Springfield. And then after that, I wanted to test out another one. And I tested out the Smith & Wesson M&P Pro and the 9mm. And I really, really liked that one. And then after that, I tried just for fun the clock. I don't even know which one
34.
it was. 34. And I'm just not a Glock person. So, yeah.
Although then you get home and you pick up my 19 and you say, oh, I kind of like the way this one actually feels now.
Yeah, I've got a 43 that's just handy.
Yeah. Well, I think it was like from the grip to the trigger, it was just too long for me. So, and it could just be the grips. I just would have to, I don't know, get a different one or something.
Well,
you want to have what's comfortable for you and what works for you and your hand size and your comfort level.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. I thought I had kind of big hands, so I was kind of like shocked that the Glock is so just too big.
So tell me about the MP, what you liked about it and everything.
About the what?
Your MP.
Oh, the MMP?
Yeah. MP.
So, yeah, so this is what I got.
Yeah, see it there.
Okay. And then figured out how to do that recently.
That's the first pistol, well, I don't own it, but I mean, in our household, I guess, that has a ported barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of see if you hold it up.
You can show them that.
Well, yeah, the case is going to fall off the test. I'm like holding all awkward, but you can see where the porting is in the barrel. It's kind of a cool thing. I was showing that in the store when we were looking at it, like, oh, you noticed that? And of course, the porting on the slide. So
yeah,
it's cool.
My wife's got I bought her a Glock 42 380, and
yes,
okay.
Those are.
She finally got to shoot it this weekend on her 26th birthday, and let me see, she's only shot a 380 once, and it was a Smith & Wesson revolver, and
big difference.
she handled it, yeah, and she handled it like a champ.
Awesome.
She really likes the Ruger SR22, and I went ahead and did the 380 because it packs a little bit more of a punch than the 22, and I got it Cerakoted in Tiffany blue, and
I had the 43 in Tiffany blue.
That's
get along good.
Everything she had. I mean, hell, I got everything here is in my house is Tiffany blue. I mean, it's just
look. I can get her a concealed carry hip hugger in Tiffany blue that'll match her gun perfect.
Hey, get with me.
Yes. We'll hook her up.
She doesn't have her concealed carry license yet. Indiana's going through some issues with constitutional carry. I've stressed the importance of her concealed carry permit, even if the constitutional carry goes through, even if national concealed carry goes through. I mean, there's still a good reason to have a license in case that all ends up failing. But that little 380, man, she took it like a champ, and she didn't do too bad. So
yes, and those are so easy for women to carry on their body and manage as a self-defense. It's not as great as hers for the competition shooting, of course, but self-defense wise, those little 380s will really do. And look, there you go, Tiffany blue.
Yep, awesome.
Yes, we can hook her up. She wouldn't need the one that's quite this big, but we can hook her up.
She's just a little petite thing, She's 5 foot, 5'1", and 200 or not 200. She's 125 pounds.
Be careful, man.
I know.
Right
I'm thinking of myself, and but she just is having a blast, and I'm just trying to teach her the right way, and not like Lucius Black and Foda or whatever his name is. So.
Oh yeah. He's out in our neck of the woods here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's good that you're encouraging her. I mean, that's what it takes. It's hard sometimes. I find when a lot of women come into my place of business, they've tried to learn from their spouse, and their spouse hasn't always been encouraging. So the fact that you're encouraging her and helping her and learning how to do it properly in a way that suits her, and you've got a gun that suits her style, makes a huge difference, and it's going to make her comfort level totally different than if you take a different stance as the spouse. So
right, the legislator I'm really good friends with, and it's really introducing the Indiana constitutional carry bill. he's really fighting for women's rights here, against rape and sexual assault and everything like that. I mean, if you could probably look it up, and I mean, a lot of people have been blasting him and stuff like it, but you know, that's just something that you know, it's there to help stop instances like that. It's you know, it's not to actually promote violence and gun violence and stuff like that. It's to actually help protect women if the need arises. I mean, that's just the way that works. And you know, a lot of people say that the words were turned around, and you know, and things like he blames the rape victims and stuff like that, and that's not the truth. Anybody that actually sits down, takes the time to read and understand where he's coming from and what he's saying, you know, you'll really think about it. And you know, I'm really concerned this day and age, you know, not only for myself and for other men, but for also women, with the way this world's going. I mean, it's just it's awful.
Yes.
You're going to add some on to the taking out pistols. What was you gonna say?
Just that one you were talking about, your significant other encouraging. What Rick had done, actually, he didn't actually even say which ones he thought would be that I would like, really.
Right.
It was more about like me testing them out, giving me the opportunity, or I kind of took that opportunity, I suppose.
Right.
But yeah, so and he was thinking that I would like the Smith & Wesson more than the Springfield Armored, but
Yeah, I
he
didn't
say that.
I just said if she likes them, they're both nice guns. I mean, you know,
Right.
if it was a high.
And sometimes it just takes shooting them to see. Like, that was a great opportunity that you had to be able to go and try them out at the range to see which one felt best in your hand. I see a lot at my place. They come in and women have been given a gun by their husband or their grandpa or their dad, or sometimes some of these older ladies, it's their sons. And the men are just really trying to support them and help them out, but it may not be the best fit for that particular woman. And so having the opportunity to try them out and do some different things is just fantastic.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I still gotta look for a concealed carry one though.
Yeah. Well, EP4 if you really want that eventually. You know.
Eventually, yeah.
But yeah.
I definitely need to take a tip from you guys and let my wife pick out a gun. So.
Yes, let her pick it out. That's the key.
I think the thing with mine is, you know, she's inexperienced. She doesn't really have an interest. She graduated from nursing school, so she kind of relied on me. I'm sorry.
I like her so much. The Glock and the nursing thing. We're so yes.
Yeah, her thing was she relied on me most to figure out what would be best for her. And I like Glocks, and you know, they've never failed me. She had a couple of jams with the little 42, and that's expected. I mean, that's a little gun to be taking that kind of action, especially in like a repetitive motion. And it could be also just the ammo and the casings, but that's besides the point. She relied on me to pick out, you know, anything, and you know, I got it real personalized for her from a buddy of mine, and you know, she's just loving every minute of it.
Okay.
So,
Absolutely.
Michelle, you have an event that you're also doing.
No, that's my 43 with the Tiffany blue Cerakote.
Nice. Yep.
So, and hers is probably very similar. It's just a little bit, you know, more, a little bit smaller. But the 42 is awesome. I had a hard time deciding between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, my other gun is the LCP 380 that I carry. I carry my 380 more than I carry the 9. And I think it's just the LCP is so small. I've gotten so used to it, and you can seal it so easily.
That was another one that I was looking at. You know, the only difference with ammunition is the dimensions of the round itself, and then the casings.
Yes.
You know, a 380 and a 9mm take the same bullet, but the casing's different. So, and also the powder that goes into it. So, my thing is I want something that's, you know, if it kicks, it won't kick a lot for her being so small and not used to it. Poor thing, she was nervous enough already, and you know, so now that she knows the kick level and everything, hopefully now she knows what to expect when she shoots it.
Yes, and lots and lots and lots of practice.
exactly.
So, Michelle, you have an event too that you're coming up. You want to talk about
I
that?
do. I know you guys are a little bit far away for this. We are in Satsuma,
people all
Alabama.
over.
I'm sorry?
There's people all over that watch this.
Okay. Well, I am in
never know.
Satsuma, Alabama, which is about 10 minutes north of Mobile, Alabama. And we are doing a girls' night out event Thursday, this coming Thursday, the 29th. From 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We have 25 vendors from our local area, all women except for the DJ. And we're going to have different beauty products, gun products, fashion products. We are going to have, we even got a henna tattoo artist and a yoga instructor to come in a various different fashion boutiques that are going to be coming out front. And we're going to be doing just a girls' night out, and the guys are invited. They just have to have a lady attend with them. And we're going to be giving lots of giveaways. Gun Totin' Mamas has donated a concealed carry bag for us. Urban Moxie has donated to us. American West has donated a gorgeous concealed carry bag for us. Radians, eye protection and hearing protection have come out with a beautiful line that's just been released. We used to, have and your wife knows what I'm talking about, the cute pink ear covers and eye protection, but not all of us are pinky girls. We want a little different colors. So Radiance has come out with a gorgeous teal and a coral to complement us, so we can have a little style and a little flair when we're out in the range, and it can also match that Tiffany blue Glock. And so we're going to do a fashion show at 7 o'clock on the 29th, and we're going to have a conceal and reveal. So all of our different products, such as the can holster and the nickel and lace camis and the lethal lace holsters, and of course the Undertech undercover shorts and leggings. We're going to have those on with our really cute boutique clothes and see how many guns they can find on us. So I think it's gonna be an awesome night. Yeah, it's pretty fun because we even put on the bug bite holsters when we're wearing pants and the flashbangs, and we're getting pretty good at stashing them.
Nice. Yeah, I heard you mentioned nickel and lace. We're actually friends with Marilyn Smolinski.
Oh, nickel, yes, and Marilyn is actually referred me to you and said to give you a call.
Okay.
And they were great, and Marilyn has been the best mentor for me. I just opened my boutique back in November, and I have tried to find the highest quality products for our women where they can come in and they can bring their firearms unloaded, of course, and their daily functional wear of clothing, and find them a safe way to carry their guns and protect themselves and their families. And Marilyn has been instrumental in kind of guiding me on what to do and how to try some things and how to best help the ladies and get the word out that we're doing this service. So she's been great.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
Excuse me.
Gun Totin' Mamas, you don't have it here, but you just picked
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
you do. She just picked up a bag actually too. We're at Point Blank.
And which one is that?
Gun Totin' Mamas, but what?
Yeah, do they have names?
Is that is that Buffalo?
Oh, yeah, I think it is. That's
Buffalo with the studs? Yeah, let's see. Yep.
Yeah. So it's got.
I really like those bags. Even though purse carry is not the first place you want to carry your gun, the Gun Totin' Mamas, if you look at that strap, it's got steel inside.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're wearing it crossbody, and like here, New Orleans is kind of our place of unsavory characters, so to speak. And so we'll all say, well, if we're at the French Market in New Orleans, we're going to wear our crossbody bags, and they're going to have that steel, and nobody's going to cut it off of you. So they do have some added protections, as well as a repositional holster in those Gun Totin' Mama bags. So
Yeah.
that's a good choice.
Yeah, and it was good. I just noticed it now. Actually, I was playing with it at the store, but I just noticed it that it's for left and right handers because
It is. It's ambidextrous, and that holster inside the pocket is removable and repositionable. So if you can get it lined up, say cross-body, if you like carrying strong sidearm, and that's how you like to normally carry your gun, you can line that bag up almost identical and position that holster where when your hand falls to strong sidearm, it's at the butt of that gun, and it's an easy draw.
Yeah.
Of course, I tell all my ladies that get purses from me, if they need to shoot through it, and I'll buy them a new bag. As long as you get the bag guide and you're safe, I don't care. We'll get new stuff.
Yeah, it's something to consider too. I know that we talked about that before with like the whole discussion of semi-automatics and revolvers and shooting through a purse or inside of a bag or whatever, and about, not to get into the whole debate, but basically like, revolvers sometimes tend to be a little more reliable in that sense when they're in that position. It makes sense to me because the slide has to be able to function to chamber the next round,
Right.
So I was
That's
going to consider.
Consideration.
Definitely. So, speaking of gear too, I was going to mention this too, kind of slightly off topic, but kind of related to gear. This is competition stuff. So I've got Kydex competition holster here from, got a hold in the center, Tiffanys Tactical. Now this one might look kind of different to people because it's so deep or so tall. Because it's a Glock 17 mag, and usually when you look at competitions, you're looking at a mag that's probably about that tall, maybe, roughly. Where this magazine's, sitting in it, and it's, much easier to pull out. Now the reason why I went with these is because, you got the whole rise of the pistol cover carbine, and with if you're running like a open class or something with like a 33 round, Glock mag that sticks out, real far. In my opinion, I want to try these out because, if you have it in a real shallow holster or mag carrier rather, with a really long magazine, it's easily twice as long as this. The chance of it being able to come out of there might be a little bit greater. So I figured I'd give these a try and see how they work. Kind of a new product from Tiffanys Tactical, our friends over there. I just want to kind of show it off to people. Go check them out, TiffanysTactical.net, I believe is their website. And they might even make some changes to this design. I don't know. This is, like I said, a brand new product that they just started coming out with for the PCC.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I kind of like that blue carbon fiber.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of just something different. They look kind of blackish, kind of bluish. It's kind of hard to see, but it's blue.
The blue, yeah. The blue's
Yeah.
Does that have a tech lock on the back?
Yes. They also offer it with different attachments.
Okay.
You can modify it to however you want it, pretty much. But I like the tech locks. That's just me personally.
They're quick and easy.
And in fact, we're having them do a holster and some mag pouches for Laura's new M&P program. So that will probably be like similar to my competition holsters, where I've got a black carbon fiber with blue lining because the 2-layer holster I don't have in front of me to show you, but we'll get hers done in purple lining. So
excellent.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's not gonna be like real bright, purple on the outside. Like these holsters are blue. It'll be black with like kind of like an edge reveal, as they kind of call it, in purple. So
yeah, personality to your competition. That's okay. That's all good.
Right. They also even offer having like your initials, cut out on the 2 layers. So if it's like black on the outside and you have purple behind it, the letters would show up in like purple. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
So like a silhouette sort of. That is definitely pretty cool. So yeah, and so Mr. Nubs there. I'm gonna mess up your name again, totally.
No, it's cool. You can just call me Nub Gunner. That's fine.
Nub Gunner. So, tell us a little bit about your history and stuff about your Instagram and whatnot.
So recently I just started Instagram. I think March 26th after an event I attended with Decisive Action and Wishes for Warriors. So I've always been into firearms and stuff like that, especially with my military background. So I've kind of never been into hunting and things like that. So that they kind of mostly Wishes for Warriors mostly gears towards like hunting trips and fishing and outdoor trips and things like that. So they contacted me saying, because you kind of put down on your bio like what your interests are and things like that. They contacted me saying, hey, we have a range kind of weekend coming up. Would you like to attend? And I said, oh yeah, definitely. So they flew me down to Georgia, and I got to meet the Decisive Action guys and spend the weekend with them. Did 2 days of shooting and did a night course and did some boating. Shooting off of a moving speedboat was pretty fun on a lake.
That's gotta be fun.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah, it was down in Georgia, so a lot of land on it was like on a farm. So then they kind of one of the guys that works for Decisive Action and Wishes for Warriors, he was also a Marine, kind of got me started into Instagram. So So that's how my Instagram started. So, but before that, I was in the Marine Corps. Did 5 years in the Marine Corps. Infantry combat veteran, I guess. I was injured in Iraq in 2007, pretty severely. So I kind of never thought I'd shoot again, let alone pick up a gun. So it took me a while after my injury to kind of get back into the swing of things. So I started off on airsoft guns and things like that, just kind of getting manipulations down and all that kind of stuff, and figuring out what worked for me.
So what kind of adaptations have you had?
What were you saying?
I was saying, what kind of adaptations that you have to do with like your firearms and so forth?
Not really very much, actually. Just finding the right guns kind of helped. Kind of, I guess, just like anybody. So I've gone through a lot of guns, and that's kind of made my wife upset. But finally figured out what works for me. So because I'd buy a gun and then like go shoot it, like a Smith & Wesson, and the way I hold the gun would drop the magazine and double feed it. But you can I know you can move the magazine release to the left side, but then that's no fun because then you can't get your speed reloads down and things like that. So I ended up moving from Smith & Wesson. I tried HK with the paddle release holsters, and the same thing happened. And I kind of finally settled on Glock. So Glock 19, Glock 17, 43, basically any Glock is kind of where I kind of stay at. I try to stick to 9mm as much as possible, just for the recoil management and stuff like that. So no, I'm not really into competition shooting. I'm mostly into kind of like I guess tactical kind of shooting, military kind of.
Defensive type tactical.
Yeah, defensive and room clearing, house clearing. I've done. I just recently got invited and took a course with Will Petty, vehicle CQB course, which was really fun. Got to shoot up some vehicles and learn shooting in the vehicle, out of the vehicle, learning all 16, 18 points of cover, things like that. So it was pretty cool. And so now I've just been doing the Instagram thing and trying to get it going. For a while, I never thought I would, people would want to see me shooting or anything like that. And so it's kind of just want to motivate people out there to get out there and train. And, if I can do it, and put the time in and the work, why not other people? So yeah, so that's how I kind of got started at Instagram recently.
Very cool. Very cool. It's got a little bit in here, and I think it's coming from. Let me see if I can figure out. My screen is so small. Anyway, apologize for the delay in our conversation here. Oh yeah, it was coming off of Gunner. The feedback, but it's okay. I mean, I just muted it temporarily. So, also doing the show, for those that don't know, if you're watching on YouTube, there is a live chat that goes along with the live stream here, and people can ask questions, make comments, and so forth. And we just got people saying hello to us and everything. And one of the comments was about the mag holster. I was showing off a mag pouch there that had said, sorry, my phone was vibrating there. We're trying to describe that. He said my grandpa had a 78 Grand Marquis, that color blue. That was Sean Callahan? Yeah. Callahan? I can't pronounce it right. Sorry, I guess I have bad names for some reason. And also Craigie Island, our friend Joe Gizzy is out there watching too and everything as well. So, hi, Joe. Yep. Hi, Joe. And also, okay, Chris Martin out there too. Say hello to him. And we also have a live chat over on Gun Channels, which sometimes we have a few people in there. Tonight it's kind of dead. But anyhow, other thing too to keep in mind is this show, even though it's live now, will be recorded and posted up on YouTube after the show ends. So anything you say can and will be used against you. No, but
not in a court of law, or maybe, depending on what we say.
No, I hope not. But you know, it's all just for fun, pretty much. That's kind of why we do this show, as we said before. Like, to introduce like different people from different aspects of the gun community, I guess you could say. Whether it's people who are retailers, or manufacturers, or competitive shooters, or tactical shooters, just anything that has to do with the Second Amendment and shooting and just having fun doing it. I know David is also here with us too. I see him in the background there. You're camped out there, huh? I just unmuted your mic for you.
Yeah, hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm this is my little getaway hideout, my little pop-up camper.
Yep.
And I can jump on here and do some stuff, like get on your show, and yeah, so I'm hiding out in the camper right now, and I was on the road, so, and actually, I'm waiting for a phone call to come back from a veteran. He got stuck, called us, and I missed his phone call, and he said he got stuck on his bike. Wanted to know if we could help him out. So actually, I might be muted throughout the show.
Oh,
if you're,
no, good deal.
yeah,
good to know. So, yeah. Anyhow, I don't know if you got anything else we don't want to go over yet. Here, I know we usually go about an hour on a show, but
I have a question about the concealed carry garments.
Ask it.
Because you know, I'm still very new into shooting world, and I have yet to purchase a concealed carry gun. But when I do, obviously I'm going to need a holster or some kind of something other than the purse, just the purse too.
Yeah, the purse is for sometimes what I find is the purse is kind of the first step for a lot of women to just get used to carrying it. You're already way ahead of the game, Laura, because you're comfortable with your gun. You already know how to use it, the proper stances, how to make it safe. So you're already way farther ahead than half the ladies that I know that are going to carry it. So on the body, concealed carry would be definitely what I would say for you.
Okay. And where's the most common that women
I find most women are going to carry appendix. I know the guys may say, oh my gosh, I don't want to carry there for multiple reasons. I'm going to say it's because of the femoral artery risk and not any other reasons. But a lot of women want to carry appendix. And I'll tell you, when I first started carrying, I just knew that I was going to carry kidney, and I was going to draw like this, and I was going to be all Charlie's Angels. You know, here I go, straight for that's what we grew up with, and that's just what everybody did. Reality was, when I went through a couple training classes, women, if we're going to be overpowered, a lot of times they're going to come from behind you, and they're going to strap your arms down with theirs. That's going to put you, if you're carrying appendix concealed, a much likelier way for you to be able to reach down and grab appendix, because they're already pushing your arms down towards the front of your body versus trying to get around to that back kidney stance.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
I've tried every different carry position, literally, from concealed to open. I mean, if you conceal open, obviously it's going to be, your 3 o'clock or your 9 o'clock on your hip. But I carry appendix now, and this is a Tier 1 concealed AGIS holster, and it's got the flag print on it. It was about $150, something like that. It's a custom Kydex. It's appendix carry, great. I mean, it has the sweat shield on it and everything. You can do high, medium, no sweat shield at all.
Is that inside the waistband?
Yes, inside the waistband, appendix carry.
And with a belt?
Yes.
With the belt. So, and then my issue, when Laura may run into this, is that we're not always wearing belts.
Right.
And for us, while that is a gorgeous holster, and I love the flag, it's fantastic.
Right.
I think she's kind of talking about maybe some other options.
I haven't had any problem, drawing out and dry firing without a holster. Because it has the loops in it to lock it into place. Okay. I haven't had any issues, drawing it out or having any problems with that. But a big thing is getting a big, thick holster to use while carrying it if you do wear a belt. If not, there's not going to be a problem. unless the only problem that there is that the gun, it could sag down a little bit with the pants because, you do have there's no belt holding it up and it's kind of, a gun's weighing it down. That's really the only issue. I haven't had any problems drawing it out.
Have you seen the Alta clip? So if you're not wearing a belt, if you just something to kind of clip onto your like I don't know what you call it, the brim, waistband, waistline, whatever you call it, over your pants.
Are we talking about like the magnetic clip?
No, it's not magnetic. I don't have it right here. It's on my Glock in the room, but yeah, if you want to grab it. So the Alta clip basically, it's a metal clip that you can replace your regular J clips on, like Kydex holsters and other holsters that use those style, like either metal or plastic clips. And she'll bring it here, and I'll be able to show it in just a moment. But basically, you just slide the fabric into it, and it kind of clamps down over it. And it holds, I think they're designed to hold like up to 90 pounds of pulling force on them. And if you have a holster that's set up for having two, you can, here's an example. So it has multiple ways of attaching it, or multiple slots and so forth in there.
So you can change the height and depth.
Yeah, you change the height and depth. Like the center one's slotted, the top two are just regular holes, fixed position. But it has a little lever on it. It kind of like I turn it so you can see it. Kind of looks like a little hook. It's not really like sharp or anything, and you just slide the fabric through it, and then it just clamps down over it, and it'll hold on anything. What's really nice about this, and I like this particular, and this is an Aries tactical holster also, by the way. My Glock 19 here, but what I like about it, this clip, is that say you want to put it from a concealed carry, but you also want to put it like maybe in either a range bag or, like I don't know if you'd say your purse maybe, I don't know, if there's something if there's like a flap of fabric to grab onto, you can, or a pocket to put it into, you can flip it down on the brim of the pocket. And that clip also works for other things too, like if you have a sheath for like a knife or something, you could attach it to that as well. So it's very versatile. I like
has Laura tried that on any like thin garments, like maybe, and I know I'm going way back to the girls here, but like, something thin like yoga pants or leggings or.
Nope, she hasn't tried it at all yet, actually, but.
I'm just interested how it works on the thinner fabrics versus like a regular.
That's a good point, because will it put too much stress on something that's thinner? I know like your jeans or like thicker material would be okay.
Yeah, if you put that 19 on a pair of yoga pants, I'm nervous about how they're going to hold up.
Yeah, that's a very valid point too. Definitely.
I think.
Hey Rick,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave. My bad.
Thanks, sir. Hey, have you checked out sticky holsters yet?
I have not. I mean, I think I've seen them, but I haven't really like messed with them.
I'm a huge fan of sticky holsters. I sell more sticky holsters than I do any other holster that we have available on the retail.
Is that Remora? The Remora sticky holster? Is it the Remora that you're talking about? The Remora sticky holster?
Sorry? No, these are they're just called sticky holster. They don't have any other name assigned to them. There's a lot of other companies that kind of mimic them. They're the original no clip. They're a nylon or I'm trying to think of what the outside's actually made out of. It's
sticky.
Can't think of it. Yeah, it's sticky. Yeah, literally, it's sticky. But it's not like sticky to the touch. It sticks to yourself and your clothing like it's supposed to. But
like how?
And it allows for easy draw on the weapon. No clips, no anything. You put it in your waistband. You put it in your pocket. I put mine between the seat of my vehicle when I'm driving, or I can put it on my dash or on my center console, and it stays there even. They're real nice. They're very inexpensive. They're $26.95 retail. We have them on sale. We throw them up on sale all the time for $25. One of the best conceal holsters for no clips or anything that I've used yet.
I always think of. Sorry, go ahead.
Are they fabric?
It's like a fabric. It's like a soft holster, basically.
I think it's kind of like a nylon, isn't it? Like a nylon soft
cream, kind of like I don't know, something that would be like a scuba suit or something. Isn't that what it is?
Like a neoprene.
Let me pull one up on the website here.
More the nylon versus the neoprene, and that it's got some kind of the sticky is raised on the outside.
No, it's completely smooth on the outside. It's like a neoprene on the outside, and on the inside, it's like a woven that keeps it not like Gore-Tex, I guess, but similar.
Yeah, see, I'm always thinking like I want to have a mechanical link, something that's like looped onto something or clamped onto something. But I'm not going to knock it because I haven't tried it. So.
Sure.
I've worn them in sweatpants, jeans, shorts. You know, my military PT shorts, which are super thin. Swimming trunks, and I mean they just stay. It works great.
Yeah, I have heard people talking about them before and everything. I just never had one to mess with. So.
Can I ask Laura one more thing?
Yeah,
sure,
absolutely.
If y'all are familiar with nickel and lace, have you tried any of Marilyn's camis that she has?
I haven't tried anything yet because I don't even have a concealed carry gun yet.
Okay. Because hers are made more for the subcompact, so you know the one that you have, you know that won't work. But when you get ready, those are also a really great option. I wore those all winter long, and they are more of a cross draw, just above the waist, and they've got great trigger guard protection, and they're very comfortable, and they have lots of versatility with different outfits. So they're a really good addition to your concealed carry wardrobe, so to speak, to give you some different options.
Yeah, I'll
That's
definitely check it out.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
And guys, I'm sorry, they're kind of a satiny Spanx shaper that is really pretty, so probably won't work necessarily for you, but Marilyn might be able to make something.
Nice. Yeah.
Holsters from Renegade Ammo.
Great. It would be great Christmas presents for the wives.
Yep. Isn't there a website like nickellace.com?
Yes, it's I think she's just nickelandlace.com. Lace.com.
So what do you have a website for your boutique also?
Sir?
Do you
I'm sorry?
have a website for your boutique as well?
It's www.outofsight.outfitters.com. And I carry Marilyn's products. I carry the can hip huggers and corsets. I carry all the Galco line, the lethal lace, all the radians. Let's see, the Tagwa, which he mentioned, Sticky Holsters. Tagwa does have something that's kind of similar to that. A little bit different setup than I think he talked about. And we just really try to find a custom concealed carry fit for every person that comes in. Everybody's got their own strengths and weaknesses, their own particular desires for concealed carry and what they want it to do for them. And we just tell them to come in, bring us your guns, bring us your wardrobe and your desires, and we'll figure out a way to fit.
What was the name of your website again? Sorry.
It's Out of Sight, SIGHT, outfitters.com.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to pull up there, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I think Dave's going to pull it up for you, and so you should check it out.
Okay.
If my signal's working pretty good today, you know how it is, Ian.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm really just learning this technology, so please just bear with me. I promise I'll do better.
No worries. We're not like super strict, like a super professional show or anything. We're just here to have fun and hopefully learn some things and see some new stuff.
Thank you.
No, you've been around here drinking beer and talking smack.
Wait, I like drinking beer and talking smack. I'm all in for that.
No.
All right, so Out of Sight Outfitter.
Yes, the turquoise over there, that's totally me. And see why I have a Tiffany blue gun.
I like the
I know
logo.
you guys are like, oh my gosh, what did we do with this girl on here? But Laura's getting it. She's like, yes, I'm in.
Yeah. Wow.
I can't see her on my screen, but I know she's in there. I see her. I see the corner of her hair. And I wanted to, if I can just take 1 second to say this. I don't know if y'all have any of these where you are, but we just found out this week that my boutique and Satsuma Mobile area of Alabama, we are going to be starting a Diva WOW League, Women outdoors worldwide. They are a shooting and outdoors league. It's been around for about 15 years, and they support all the shooting sports, whether it be handgun or shotgun or rifle, shooting clays. They give out scholarships for those things and support the Olympic shooters. They also support the youth and women back into hunting and the outdoors in general, archery, fly fishing. And so we're going to be there's 16 states and one in Germany, and we're going to be the 17th state. So we're going to be starting that this week. So.
Yeah, Laura, actually, you joined another similar thing, Well-Armed Women.
Oh, yes. It's a very similar program, and they're all just so amazing, the opportunities that they offer.
Yeah, I had fun going to the few meetings that I was able to go to, and I follow some of them on Facebook, and they're a really good group of ladies. So
Oh, yeah,
and I know there is one here.
Yeah, there's one here.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how that works, if you're a member of just a chapter or if you're a member of the whole thing.
I don't know yet either.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
I'm not sure with that one. I know with the Diva with the Diva leagues, you are a member of a national group, and then you can attend local chapter meetings. But you don't say you move or something. You don't have to. Or there's another clinic you want to go to where they're doing different techniques. You can go to any of them.
Okay.
And the one you belong to is probably similar. I think a lot of them kind of mirror.
Yeah.
Participation.
Yeah, and then I know at the Point Blank range, they got a ladies on target night every Thursday night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I think I'm gonna start going to that.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get that going around here because we need it. We need it very badly, and we have the support of our Satsuma Police range. The station's going to give us some range officers to use for our girls' night out at the range, and they're going to help us and give us some critiques. So it's pretty exciting.
So you know what that ladies' night on Thursday night sounds like to me?
What?
Sounds like Dave's going to tell me to get some more ammo.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And I need this gun, and I need this outfit to all go with my gun. It sounds like a party, and with ammo.
Well, yeah, you see the bench behind us. My reloading gear hasn't been set up yet because we moved down to North Carolina here not too long ago. So we'll have to get that set up, practice the.
Yeah.
Yes, I said ammo. Laura needs some ammo.
She's gonna have to keep us posted with that competition shooting in the new handgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean,
it's gonna be a slow process.
It will be. It's just like anything. You gotta learn it. And like I told her too, I only did. I want to say a handful. It's been more than a handful of competitions, but I've had a lot of different experience in a short time, I guess. But it wasn't really all that long ago. I mean, 2014, I shot my first match, and it was a rifle match. And, I remember doing that and not ever doing one before. And luckily, this particular match I was shooting, they did a morning session and an afternoon session. So I came and I watched the whole morning session for a few hours. And then I jumped in, just did it. And, went very slow. And when I watched the video on it, it's like, on the second, the second one I actually filmed. The first one I don't think I filmed. The second one when I did it, it was like, wow, one shot, and count a couple seconds. The next shot, it was very, very slow and drawn out. I'm like, wow, that was really bad, But really, no. Ultimately, it's a learning process, and I'm only a little bit faster than I was. But you start to get faster over time as long as you're being safe and having fun doing it.
Right.
That's the number one thing.
Yeah, it's enjoying the ride and just going with it and having a great time, and it's going to be spectacular for her. I think she's going to have a great time doing it.
And I kind of naturally took more towards rifles, and she likes pistols more. And I started with, like I said, started out shooting rifle competitions. Then I kind of got into 3-gun right away, and then did a couple of pistol competitions more recently, I guess you'd say. So I've got a little bit more, diversified background in a sense. And with you starting on pistol, it's kind of neat because you're starting out in a different spot than I did, but yet I have a little bit of experience to help you.
Yeah. Well, I'm part of the like rifle and like shotgun for me is that we call it cross dominant.
Cross-eye dominant.
Cross-eye dominant. That sounds like I'm cross-eyed.
Right.
Yeah, we know you're not cross-eyed.
Yeah. So I shoot lefty and I got right eye dominant. So the rifle.
Looking to getting some red dots.
That's pretty talented. I can't do that at all.
Got an MRO.
Oh.
Yep, I got the Trinity MRO. Well, actually, she got to try that out this past weekend. We went to the range, as she mentioned, and I brought the pistol cover carbine, which is, you can kind of see part of it sticking out past the camera that's sitting over there. You see the stock and the barrel. I like pointing out weird, but and you can see the box for the Trinity over there. But we took it out, and that was actually a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know, what do you think about it?
Yeah, that was nice.
What do you think about the recoil on it, though?
I didn't think it had much.
Yeah, it's totally different than shooting a regular like 5.56 or 223 cartridge. I mean, you of course you kind of expect it to use a pistol, but I mean I did shoot one 45 caliber. I think it was the Chris Vector, and that one seemed to have a lot more recoil than I would have thought. But the 9mm pistol cover carbine, and it could also be too the overall build there. You know, running the TACOM comp on it, and the heavy buffer that we have behind it, and so forth. But yeah, that thing just ran really nice. In fact, it kind of got in trouble a little bit. I really wanted to kind of run it kind of fast, so I got in trouble for doing a little rapid firing.
Like immediately after there was a ceasefire and
the other range next to us. I didn't know we had a ceasefire, but
same reason, yeah.
They're like, I don't know who's doing it, but you can't do that. Like, okay.
Well, at least they didn't call you out individually.
I would have said, nope, it was me.
Yeah.
It was me. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, but it was a lot of fun to actually shoot that one. I want to get out to an outdoor range soon, though, and really get to do some more of that.
Whereabouts are you in North Carolina?
We are kind of near the Charlotte area, sort of, towards the northern side. In fact, we're not all that far from Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, which we actually did get to go to one of the NASCAR races. It was the one before the All-Star race. Or was the All-Star race?
It was the All-Star race.
It was the All-Star race before the, whatever it was, Pepsi, Coke, something or other.
Ring Cup.
After it. I don't know.
The 600.
I don't know. I think it was a Pepsi or Coke 600. I don't know.
They went really fast around in circles.
Yeah, basically. But it's fun to go out and watch it, you know, get to that. We just happen to have one of my my employees there. Someone gave him tickets for both weekends races, like a couple tickets for each one. Some guy at a gas station just donated it to him, I guess, in a sense. He said, pass it on, and he's like, "Well, I didn't want to go to this one, so if you want to go, you can have them." I'm like, "Okay." He went to the week after the race was more important, obviously. Like I was saying, the All-Star race was still pretty cool anyway. To go out there and see that, so we have to check it out. So yeah, we're kind of like near the Charlotte area and whatnot, and there's a lot of stuff out here as far as shooting, a lot of ranges. There's, at least as far as I know off the top of my head, we've been to 3 different indoor ranges, shot at 2 of them. We just went to go and kind of check them out. Next, we did drive by one of the outdoor ranges. That's about an hour and 15 minutes or so from us. Briefly, but there's a few different ranges around. I kind of want to get to see what the outdoor ones are like next. In fact,
thank God we don't live in Arizona right now. Aren't they at like 120 degrees or something crazy?
Which, one of the things that I would mention too about the ranges and so forth that are out here, Point Blank where we went actually has a club. It's kind of a cool thing. They have 24/7 range access for, like, I don't know what they call it. They're elite club status members or whatever it is. They have a club name for that membership specifically, and I believe it's like a $2,000 initiation fee to get set up, and then I don't know what it is after that per month, but there's a monthly fee and whatnot. But it gives you a lot of things. Like I think you get like 12 guest passes or something, or whatever it is, or you get guest passes, and then you get like, I think there's some discounts on different things, maybe some training, I forget. But the biggest thing is 24/7 range access. You know, you can go anytime you want to go shoot. And I'm like, that's pretty awesome. You know, there's not a lot of places you can do that. You know, I know one of the clubs that was by us in Illinois that didn't have any open memberships. They allowed that too at their indoor range, but it was only pistol only, I believe, indoors, because the range was kind of older range. For the indoor range, it was really set up just for like pistol calibers, pretty much. but it's still something that was available. I think it's just a cool concept to have access to that. So, anyhow, I'm gonna just check real quick here. Oh, Sean said it out on YouTube. It's a Coke 600 and Woohoo NASCAR. So yeah, it's kind of neat. There's a lot of cool stuff out here to be seen. If you're into cars and you're into guns and that kind of stuff, there's a lot of options. There's also, if you're into water stuff, there's some lakes and I don't know, rivers or something too. I haven't really got to explore too much of it, but something else on the list. Get out on the water. But anyhow, I don't know if you guys got anything else you want to throw out before we kind of wrap things.
Yeah, I got something for you.
What's that, David?
All right, so as you know, we do a lot of stuff with the veterans and veteran communities and stuff, and we try to, and a lot of companies do, but we fired off the, let me pull my screen share up, Veteran Supporting Business Directory. There's a little bit of information on here, and actually we're going to get the official site launched. This is just the beta site. I actually posted it up in the group comments here, not in the public comments, but open free directory for any businesses that support their local community, veterans, LEO, anybody in general, something better for themselves, for other people, getting and everything for them for free.
Cool. So I still see we see your screen share there.
Yeah, I just killed it. There you go.
All right.
So, yeah, it eats up a lot of bandwidth, that thing does.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. If you like, luckily we have a nice high-speed internet here, but if you're in certain areas with Google Hangouts, it does kind of affect the audio and gets kind of choppy and so forth and all that kind of stuff. But luckily it's worked out pretty well here on this end for us so far. So, BigGunner, do you have anything you want to throw out too there?
No, I mean, just recently I got picked up with Warrior 12 apparel. They're kind of, helping me on the Instagram and with some other companies and stuff like that. They're also with Blue Lives Matter. And then kind of getting networked in with some other Instagram people like MilSpec Mojo and Mr. Pew and some of those guys. So they've kind of taken me in and taken me under their wing. So just kind of shouting out to them and just trying to keep grinding on the Instagram and getting some more content out there. So yeah, I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, likewise. I'm glad to have you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And, we'll definitely have you back on again in the future. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. And Michelle, if anything you want to throw out too again?
I just want to say that if you are anywhere near Satsuma or Mobile, Alabama, come see us Thursday night.
There you go.
Out of Sight Outfitters. It's going to be a party. I promise I will let y'all know how it goes.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Let us know.
And Laura, when you get ready for your concealed carry stuff, Marilyn and I will hook you up.
Okay.
Awesome. There we go. I know Laura's actually getting more into the blogging and stuff now too. She wrote an article about her first experience at the range out here. I won't go into it too much, but basically it sums up is that I think it's titled like Snakes at the Range or something, because she was walking into the building and had a snake with her somehow.
Like a 5-foot snake.
Yeah. That it came out of her purse or off of her purse.
The snake?
Yeah. As she was coming through the double doors into the building. And they're
I guess I need to try to find her a concealed carry purse that has built-in snake repellent. That's what I need.
Like it.
Yeah, there you go.
I would use that for sure.
Yeah, okay. I've got to find one. Totally.
Yeah, she's getting more into the blogging and doing reviews and stuff, and we'll probably do some more videos with her too.
We'll make sure that we have all the information so we can put it on our Facebook page and our website, and we can get all of our Gulf Coast divas and worldwide divas to follow it and kind of keep up with what's going on, because it's been interesting. And part of our diva organization is to encourage the shooting sports, especially amongst women. So when you get all that competition going, definitely keep me posted so we can get behind you.
Yeah, so definitely have to film your first competition and do like a review about that.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
Yeah, that would be great.
It's not that bad. It's just you just gotta go with the mindset that you're there to have fun and enjoy it. And
that's it. That's it. You know, women, we start off and we're nervous about it and we're intimidated by the guns and all the noises and the sounds. But once you own it and you get out there, it's so exciting and it's so much fun and it's a great joy to be able to do and share with your spouse and the rest of your family and fellowship. It's just a great time.
yes, definitely. It's a big part of it too. Like so the fellowship and the sportsmanship and it's always people. It's a great community. So
Absolutely, great community.
thanks again, Michelle and Corey. You got any last thoughts?
Hey man, I love doing this every week. This is this is always fun, and you know, I had Anson, you know, in the top corner of my mind, you know, and I knew I had to get him on here, you know. So whenever you ask me every week, I'm just like, well, let me see who I can get on here, and he was the first person I thought of. So you know, military veteran, injured in combat, and true inspiration, motivational speaker, and still doing phenomenal things. And if there was just a way to repay people, I mean, it would have to start with people like him. And I love you, brother. Thank you for being on here. I hope you had a great time.
Thank you for the invite. Yeah, I mean, I'm new to Instagram and kind of the social media scene, but I really appreciate you guys having me on and letting me kind of let people know about me. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. You know, I'm still trying to get my beard company up and going. Got a lot of things that we're trying to finalize here in the next few weeks, and you know, I am a grunt style ambassador, and you know, anybody that wants some grunt style gear or anything like that, you know, I know Anson's got, you know, his stuff going on, and you know, one of the big things is we need to remember that even though competition can get a little bit hectic and a little bit aggressive, you know, competition should be a good thing, and that we all should work together towards one greater good, and that's helping each other out, and at the end of the day, that's all we have is each other. So
Yep, it's a good friend of mine told me that once.
Yes, sir.
That's all me. You know, he said that all we have in this life is each other.
That's right. That's all we have. I mean, if it weren't for wars and stuff like that, I mean, you know, I don't know how we would coexist. It's going to be a little different story. You know, all the you see all these people, especially like the Katy Perry and the Ariana Grande. Let's coexist. You know, when you have, and I don't mean to get political on you, Rick, and I know we're trying to end everything, but when you have people out there that it's not about Muslim, Buddha, or Buddhists, Hindu, or anything like that. I mean, these people that are out there are dedicated to killing people, and you can't coexist with murderers and killers and rapists. You can't reason with these kind of people.
Yeah.
And
people which are, you know, extremists, basically.
Yeah, and that's just something that we cannot coexist on. And you know, there always be war and always fighting through things like this, and it's just sad. But for us in our group of people, you know, it's nothing but friendly competition, and we're here to back one another, from the big dude to the little dude to the you know, and to the women as well. So it all good positive vibes, guys. Thank you for having me on again.
Likewise. So again, thanks also, Laura, for being with us too. You know, even though you're kind of like in the same screenshot, but so again, yeah, I appreciate you sharing your story too about your pistol selection and everything, and we'll do more of this stuff in the future. So
maybe we'll have a girls' night on the show on a Tuesday.
Yep, we can.
I'm just saying we might get with Marilyn and Laura and a couple other girls. Not that we don't love you guys.
Yeah.
And my hair's getting pretty long.
Yeah. So am I basically sitting there walking into the room and saying have fun? Okay, well, I'm fine with it. Yeah. So anyhow, again, everybody, thanks for watching tonight, and as always, you know, till next time, go out and have some fun shooting.
Thank you. You too.